Hi, I'm Tess.
I'm Josh.
And I'm Jamise.
And this is
4 Eye Reviews. Here on 4 Eye Reviews, we'll be visiting the past, the present, and the future of current movie series.
Yes, and we'll be doing this from the perspective of all three of us and some of you. Now make sure, if you haven't seen the movie that we're about to review, that you go watch that and then come back, because there are spoilers.
Absolutely. So, first off, everybody here loves movies, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. Now, the biggest movie that's probably going to come out this year comes out later this week. That's Avengers Endgame.
Oh, man.
But the movie we're going to be talking about is Avengers Infinity War. Ladies, you guys have seen that, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I sure have.
Okay. All right. So, again, spoilers will be said in this. Go watch that first and come back. Because everybody dies. Okay, maybe not everybody.
Everyone dies?
All right, so I kind of just spoiled the movie. Half of the universe is dead. Thanos snapped. Boom, everyone goes to dust. First reactions, what was it?
I was shocked.
This right here. That.
I just
Okay.
know if we can go back and see Tess when she was like, "What? Everybody died." That was me. That was me.
I'm almost positive there was some tears.
I think I had depression for about 3 weeks.
Not from me. I didn't cry. I can neither confirm nor deny that I cried, except for when Spider-Man died. Spider-Man was definitely the hard one. That one.
So let's go back a little bit, though.
Okay. All right.
What led up to this? For those who haven't seen it, let's review some of the important things that we need to remember for when we do see Endgame.
All right. So for what a lot of people don't know or don't remember, if you haven't seen the movie or if you just haven't seen it in a while, there's a terrible villain out there called Thanos, and he has been scouring through the entire universe, getting what are called Infinity Stones. There are 6 of them, and he wears this glove essentially on his left hand. There we go. There we go. He's got all 6 stones on it. It's called the Infinity Gauntlet. Now, what this does is gives him the insane amount of power to literally, at the snap of a finger, which he did, he snapped away half the universe.
You know, I want to see what other people's reaction was on this too.
Okay.
So why don't you took this to the streets actually, and you
did.
saw what people said.
I did.
Let's see what they have to say.
I'm Josh Saganik with 4 Eye Reviews. We're here at Cobb Theaters to see how people reacted when they watched Avengers Infinity War.
My reaction as to what happened in Infinity Wars would be actually mind-boggling. I did not expect it whatsoever, but it was really cool to see Thanos kind of pulverize more than half of the human population.
It was nice. I think that there were a lot of scenes that were unexplained that could have been more explained than there were, because I had to go back and watch YouTube videos to understand it.
I cried like a baby. Spider-Man's death was what got me. Yeah, I was shocked that it could end so tragically, because no Avengers movie really has in the past. They've been really nice about the hero always wins, but this time literally half the team just got wiped out. So I was really sad.
I'm being honest, I laughed when everybody just... It's the truth. Most people don't find it funny, but I do.
I think it was a great movie overall. I didn't really like the ending. I loved it. I liked how everyone just poofed away, so.
Well, as you can see, a lot of those people had the same kind of reactions that we did. A lot of hurt, confusion, being shocked, surprised. So again, let's dive a little deeper into what happened. Obviously, Thanos with his 6 Infinity Stones, and Tess, you remember what those were?
Yeah, I think we had mind, soul, power, reality, space, and then time. But I think we should touch a little bit on the time one, and that brings us to Doctor Strange.
Absolutely. Doctor Strange was the only person who could, if you remember right, see the future using that time stone. And it was funny because in the clip you saw all the characters who were on Titan with him just kind of stare at him like, is this normal? His face was just moving a bunch of million different ways, but that's because he was seeing 14,605,000 different possibilities of what's going to happen next. He only saw one in which they won. So that's kind of the interesting thing, because he still ends up giving Thanos the time stone. Now, Jamise, why is it that you think he still gave up the time stone, even knowing that there was still that one chance of them winning?
Well, I have a theory that he knows. I don't know, like with the Endgame movie that's coming up, I feel like he knows what's gonna happen. Like that's why he gave it up, because it's like it might be a part of that one chance to win.
And he didn't tell anybody that chance either.
No.
And Tess, did you have a theory as to why he gave up the Infinity Stone, even knowing all the different possibilities?
I think that was the only way. And I'm so excited to see what that even looks like. Because if I were him and the only way to win were to give up the stone, I don't know if I could do it.
No, I agree. The sacrifice that's really the big thing, is the sacrifices that had to be made were quite large. One of the biggest sacrifices that we saw really was from Bruce Banner, and the fact that he sacrificed his body by taking on Thanos as the Hulk right at the beginning of Infinity War. And that was the only time we saw Hulk in Infinity War.
Because he got his butt kicked and his pride, and he wouldn't come out again after that.
He wouldn't. So now we're sitting here, later on into the movie, they're fighting because Hulk's pretty much acting like a scared little baby.
Hulk, I know you like making your entrance at the last second. Well, this is it, man. This is the last second. No! Oh, screw you, you big green asshole! I'll do it myself!
I think it was the first time that I realized that Banner and Hulk were really two individuals in one body.
Yeah.
And I think what's funny is that Banner this entire time before was trying to control Hulk, and now he's trying to get him to come out, and he's not doing it.
He's not doing it, because he essentially was uncontrollable and would come out at any point, because, as he said in the first Avengers, his secret is that he's always angry.
Right.
So for Hulk to not even show up, and now he's still alive, he didn't get taken away by the Thanos snap. You still have all of the original Avengers who now have to come back into this. The question is, are we gonna see Hulk? Do we know what's gonna happen with Doctor Strange? He's gone now, but the time stone isn't. So I went right back out to the streets to see if anybody else had some conspiracy theories, or see if they had any other thoughts as to what was going to happen in the upcoming Endgame movie. We're back here at Cobb Theaters. This time, we're seeing what people think is going to happen in the upcoming Avengers Endgame movie, which comes out soon. Let's see what they have to say.
So I'm really thinking that the people are actually still out there. I don't know if they're going to return in one piece. They could be. What if they come back deformed from the,
My theory as to what's going to happen in Endgame, I think all the Avengers and half of the world's population, they're not actually dead. I think that they're in some maybe like different dimension or alternate universe, or they're just kind of floating in dust space. I really don't know, but I know they're not dead. I know Loki's probably not dead either. Tom Hiddleston, where you at?
In Endgame, I think that I think Hawkeye has to do something with the end, because he wasn't in the last one, so I think he's the one that kills Thanos.
I think they're gonna try to kill off some of the original Avengers, like Tony Stark and Cap, to make way for the new Avengers. Also, those actors are getting older, so they're probably gonna try to make way for the younger people, Captain Marvel. Maybe if they bring back T'Challa, then they could go off of him. I don't know. I think they're gonna try to, pave the way for the new heroes.
I have this theory I've been really delving deep into, and I haven't told anyone. I think that Thanos was right. I think that Thanos knew what he was doing. You might think no. You're wrong. Because Thanos, he knows what's up. He's from space. We're not from space. We don't know what's going on. We don't know anything, man. We don't even know what's in the bottom of the ocean.
Well, we will find out for sure what happens in the next movie, Endgame. But make sure before you see that you watch Captain Marvel. Because if you were a true fan, you stayed till after the credits. You know that we saw Nick Fury turning into ash, but right before he did, we saw him send a distress signal, which we later find out was to Captain Marvel.
Absolutely.
So we know for sure that she's gonna be in the next movie.
And I'm really interested to see what characters show up, including Captain Marvel.
I feel like Ant-Man.
I hope Hulk stops being a baby.
Well, who do you guys think is going to show up in this next movie? Leave your thoughts on that in the comments below, along with any reaction that you had to Infinity War, or if you have any conspiracy theories to Endgame. And we'll see you next time on 4-Eyed Reviews.